Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. These words, said by Mother Teresa, were something she exemplified in her daily life. She did not wait for a leader to make a change. She became one. Diminutive in size, but not in impact, Mother Teresa's indelible impression was left not only on the impoverished that she helped directly, but the world in its entirety. Mother Teresa was born Agnes Gonje Buyaju in Skopje, Macedonia on August 26, 1910, and was baptized Catholic on August 27, 1910. Her parents were Nicola and Drena Buyaju, and the family was of Albanian descent. Her father worked as a trader of medicines and as an entrepreneur. As she grew up, her family was very religious. Her and her sister took part in many church activities like choir, religious services, and missionary presentations. At the age of 8, Mother Teresa's father died suddenly. Her mother was left without financial security and had to become a seamstress to support her family. Despite their circumstances, the family home continued to be a gathering place for those even poorer than themselves, and the mother always repeatedly instructed her children to be only and all for God. Mother Teresa reported to have felt her first calling to a religious life when she was 12 years old on a pilgrimage to the chapel of Madonna of Letnes. In 1928, young Agnes decided to become a nun and traveled to Ireland to join the Loreto Sisters of Dublin. Mother Teresa made her first profession of vows in May 1931, and this is also the time she officially adopted the name Teresa. She was sent to teach in Calcutta at St. Mary's High School for Girls. In May of 1937, Mother Teresa took her final profession of vows to a life of poverty, chastity, and obedience. The children she taught were deeply impoverished but eager to learn. She eventually became the principal of the school at St. Mary's. In 1946, Mother Teresa claimed to have a call within a call, to live among the poorest of the poor, and to help them. She sought permission from her superiors to leave her convent and start a new congregation. This wish was granted to her by Pope Pius XII on April 12, 1948, and she called her religious organization the Missionaries of Charity. Mother Teresa began her ministry with only 12 members, most of them from St. Mary's School. She received training in medicine at Holy Family Hospital northwest of Calcutta. With little money, Mother Teresa began an open-air school for slum children and began to teach them their alphabet and basic hygiene. As the organization grew and touched more lives, donations poured in from India and across the globe. In 1952, Mother Teresa converted an abandoned Hindu temple into a house for the dying of Calcutta. She created a mobile medical clinic to reach those too ill to travel to the home. She arranged for the latest treatments and the latest care. In 1955, Mother Teresa founded an orphanage for abandoned babies and children. In 1965, she received funding to establish a leper colony that was self-sufficient. Eventually, this colony was opened to those with AIDS as well. Mother Teresa's missionary had grown rapidly throughout the years of its existence. In 1965, Pope Paul bestowed the degree of praise upon the Missionaries of Charity, and she began to expand internationally. In 1967, she established the Missionary Brothers of Charity. These were followed by 4 more branches of the Missionaries of Charity: the Contemplative Brothers, the Mission of Charity Fathers, the International Association of Co-workers, and the Contemplative Sisters. Mother Teresa's first outpost was in Venezuela. It was a village of people descended from African slaves. In the late 1960s, the Missionaries of Charity opened a center in Rome. Their first American outpost was established in 1971 in the South Bronx of New York City. Those are just a few of the eventual houses the Missionaries of Charity, headed by Mother Teresa, established, with 557 houses in a total of 119 countries.
Contact with Christ in the sisters, and the sisters feel the contact with Christ and the distress in disguise of the poor.
The impacts Mother Teresa made on the world were and continue to be immense, unable to describe in words. There are few people today who have not heard of her. She received multiple recognitions over the years, most notably the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. Mother Teresa passed away in 1997, but her work is carried on through her missionaries of charity. Now, with thousands of members, they continue to give aid to the impoverished. Mother Teresa's shining example of selfless leadership will live on for eternity.
I think it's a gift to be shared, to give homes to so many homeless people, to give food to the hungry and clothes to the naked, and take care of the so many sick and dying destitutes, because we have these homes all over the world now. So it's actually, I feel that the gift has been given because the people more and more are aware of the presence of the poor in the world, and so they're only using me to be the hand, and to be the bridge between the rich and the poor.